Hey, I just wanted to make a little add-on to the video that I posted last about reacting to 3D with the pizza analogy, ordering a pizza. I'll link to that. I'm just going to assume that you've watched it and just reference it. This is kind of like just an add-on. When I was talking about the obstacles that show up and what you have to do in order for your reactions in 3D not to affect your manifestation, essentially, there are some other issues that come up that I never ever see anyone really talk about, which is that you're allowed to change your mind. You know, in my pizza analogy, where you order a pizza and you go down to your car and find that there is a flat tire. I obviously live in a condo building, that's why I keep saying go down. You know, if your reaction to the flat tire is something like, you know what, this feels like a sign that I'm not supposed to have a pizza, because really getting a pizza is not in line with the health goals I have. And I just don't really know if I want it anymore. That is a totally valid response. And I feel like, you know, a lot of the advice that's given, a lot of the discussion around manifestations is all about how to get the thing, because, you know, that's just the main topic of discussion, is how do I get what I want, you know, and being persistent and following through and not allowing your negative thoughts or your doubts or whatever to interfere with the trajectory to the thing is important, because that is vitally important if you're going to get the thing. But the thing is, like, if you change your mind about what you want, it's like there's this sense of obligation. If you watch, you know, teachers talk about this stuff, there's this sense of obligation built in that if you have an intention for something, you must see it through. And that's not my philosophy at all. You know, my philosophy is I do what I want. And if I change my mind about wanting something, I'm not going to see it through just because, you know, I did some work to bring it about, or to get, you know, start on the path to it. This is why getting to know yourself also and where you're coming from on things is so vitally important, because when you change and evolve, the things you want change and evolve right along with you. And so if you start out wanting something, and this process of understanding your influence and your power and all that stuff causes you to fix things about yourself, you know, undoubtedly some of the things you want in life are desires that you have as a band-aid to try to help you feel better about things that you haven't addressed about yourself and your life. And when those things change, you don't have an obligation to continue on with it and have it. Like, for example, you know, I've talked, you know, I'm putting myself out there on this channel in real time, basically since this whole thing started for me. And in the beginning, I didn't talk much about my specific person, but for a couple months in there, I really wanted nothing more than for that desire to manifest. And I'm certain that if I continued to want it, especially given the things that have happened in the meantime between me and him, I'm certain I could have that. I'm certain that I could bring that about. I don't understand how that works, but I know it does. But you know, things have changed so much. Same thing with Steve, my friend that I've talked about on this channel. There was a time where I really would have given anything to just have him, you know, want to be with me and to explore a relationship with that. But, you know, new shit has come to light, man. In all areas, about me, about the relationship I have with Steve, and with my specific person. You know, I wanted that so much at one point, and it's evolved and changed now, where now all I want, honestly, and what I deeply want is just for him to, you know, evolve on a good path towards all the stuff that he's capable of in his life, and to just be happy and happy with who he is. And I have no selfish desire about that. And that original desire that I had for us to end up married and for all that stuff, that was coming from a lot of breakup pain. That wasn't really about this is the right relationship, and as that pain has worn off over time, especially as I have healed the things about myself that made it especially painful, that desire just isn't there anymore. It's just not there anymore. And I would be a fool to persist, and I have been a fool for a couple months in there where I already felt this way and I just said, well, I don't want to give up on it because I started it. I would be a fool to continue to pursue this thing when my heart's not in it anymore. And it's the same thing with Steve. I don't, that situation is confusing to me, especially way more confusing than the one with my specific person, Tim. But, I don't know. I don't feel a desire to intend for anything. There's not a goal that I want to have happen. What I really want is kind of the same thing for Steve. I hope that he and I can have a relationship, but more than anything, I mean like a friendship at least, but more than anything, I just want him to be happy. I just want him to, move forward with all the things I know he wants to do with his life. It's not really about me. I don't really have a desire there anymore. And I would be a fool to persist towards some goal with that when it isn't what I really want. What I really want is the thing that's just right for me. And I don't really want to have to spend my time trying to turn a relationship that I already have that isn't that into that. Whether I created it that way, I don't care. I want what I want. And I want something that is good right from the beginning. I want something that is right from the beginning. So, I've struggled with that. I've struggled with feeling like I need to persist. I'm a goal-oriented person, but most of the things I've achieved haven't been, matters of the heart. They haven't been love-related. They've been achievement-related and goal-related, So I've struggled with this. But as a reminder to myself and to you, you have every right to change your mind. It's not giving up if you don't want something anymore. It's giving up if you want something and you just throw in the towel. That's giving up. And letting go of something and refining your desire and shifting your focus or refining your focus is something that you just do. If you never knew about this, this is what you would do naturally. And it's no different. So I just wanted to put that out there, Maybe you get to the pizza place and they made your pizza wrong and it has toppings on it that you didn't order, but you look at the pizza and you go, this looks pretty good. Actually, I think I'll take this. I think I'll work with this. I'm interested in this pizza. I'm okay with letting the other one go. I don't want to wait another 30 minutes. This one looks good. I want to go with this. That's an option. That's absolutely an option. Sometimes you shoot for something and you pick something and it's not necessarily full of must-haves. It's just a general idea of something that you want. That sounds good. And then, something else happens and you're allowed to go, oh, okay, this is weird. This wasn't what I ordered, but this looks pretty good. Or you could scrap the whole thing. And just say, you know what? I called in my order, but you forgot to make it. Okay, you know what? I actually think, thanks anyway, no problem. I think I'm gonna go get like a burger. That's always an option. All options are always available. That's all I wanted to say about that. And I hope that made sense, as always. I'm having a great day today. I have a supreme sense of well-being. I don't know what's going on, but I'm feeling really, really good. And I hope that some of that energy just like leaps through the screen into your day and infects you. This is why I don't like to make videos when I'm feeling confused or conflicted or down, because I think that energy is really misunderstood. And I think that somehow my energy can be reaching you even if you're in Zimbabwe. So have a great day and don't feel bound to do anything that you don't want to do, ever, for any reason, manifestation or otherwise. Have a great one.